This is the Trek Domane AL4. What's good, family? It is a brisk and windy morning, and I'm getting ready to do a solo ride on initially what I was going to use as a commuter bike, and it has since turned into one of my favorite bikes to ride, period. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, it's a comfortable ride. It basically flexes in a couple of different roles. One, it's an endurance bike, but if you wanted to get down in the drops and pick up some speed, it'll do. The group set, in my opinion, is the main thing you need to pay attention to when you buy a bike. This particular one comes with a 2x10 TI group set. It also has hydraulic disc brakes, and the wheels that come on this bike are going to be outfitted with tires that are 700 by 32 millimeters. Let's talk about who this bike is for. In my opinion, if you are an entry-level rider and you're looking for something solid to just get you into the sport and you want to eventually do group rides, I don't think you can really go wrong with the Domane. All of the features that I told you about, you're going to get for just under $1,800, which isn't bad these days for a road bike. You might even be able to get it cheaper depending on whether or not your local Trek store is running any sales. I would also say that this is a pretty solid option for a seasoned rider. I turned it around because I wanted to show you my setup that I have on this bike as far as the accessories I have on it. So when they weighed this in the store, butt naked, it was coming in at about 21 pounds with all of the accessories that I have on it, between the backup pump, the water bottles, bags and whatnot, the lights and everything. It probably comes in at about 23 pounds. The longest distance I've done on this is about 52 miles. I've done okay with this. I got everything that I need. It's in a nice upright position. It's not the lightest bike in the world, but not really trying to break a whole lot of PRs when I'm on this thing. It's just a nice, comfortable ride. Would I recommend this for somebody who's really performance driven and speed driven, and you're just trying to crack PRs on every ride that you do? I would probably get them a dome for something like that. At any rate, let me tell you what I really like about this bike, and then a couple of things that I don't necessarily like about the bike. One, I really love the internal cable integration. That's a definite pro in my opinion. Gives it a nice, clean, seamless look. However, from a maintenance perspective, it can also be a con. I've been told that, having the cables buried inside the frame makes it a bit harder to do maintenance on. I'll never know because, the maintenance I plan on having done, I'm just going to pay somebody to do it. But if you're very hands-on and you like to do your own maintenance, that's something to keep in mind. It's going to be a little harder, I guess, to make your adjustments to your brake lines and your shifters. Me, I think it's a pro. I love it. It's just a nice, clean, seamless look. It's one of the things that really makes me like this particular model of bike. Other pros: mounts for any accessories that you can think of. It doesn't necessarily have a mount to go right here on this tube, but it definitely has one for the top tube, which is cool. Keep all of my snacks and whatnot in here. Yay! If I wanted to put a bike rack on this with pannier bags, I could. It's got the mounts for it. And if I had to throw some cons at you, just to keep it a buck and to just give you the good and the bad, if I wanted to be really nitpicky, it would have been nice if this came with a carbon post in addition to the carbon forks. And again, really nitpicky, it's not the lightest bike in the world, but like I said, for the price, it's not the heaviest either. If I had to sum this bike up in one word, I would say versatile. You can basically use this in multiple capacities. Obviously, I've used it primarily as a road bike, and it's a very worthy road bike. No argument there. And even though technically Trek has a gravel bike called the Checkpoint that they use for gravel riding, you could do light gravel riding on this bike as well. I've enjoyed it so much that I'm seriously thinking about getting this exact same bike in the SL model, fully carbon. Thinking about it, either that or maybe upgrading the wheels on this particular bike and going with something with a more aero touch, more aero look. At any rate, that's been my review, and I'm getting ready to go for my ride. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give me a like and subscribe to the channel if you have enjoyed it. Thank you. Be blessed.